Princeton University researchers made an enlightening discovery while working to improve lasers for environmental, medical, and security applications. And an experimental device they'd created turned out to have two separate lasers in it, only one of which they had designed. Science and technology correspondent Patrick Regan points the way with this report.
The field that Claire Gemakel helped to launch has matured considerably over the past 14 years. Meetings of the NSF-funded center that she leads now draw as many as 140 people, including representatives of 27 industrial members. She and her students focus mainly on improving devices called quantum cascade lasers, light-emitting chips seen here as thin stripes on a tiny metal block, in ways that will make them more practical for use in identifying trace chemicals in gas, air, or a person's breath.
So every chemical has absorption fingerprints in the mid-infrared wavelength range where our lasers work. And so we match our lasers to the chemical we want to detect.
To test an idea for getting better performance at longer wavelengths, grad student Kale Franz created a new design.
We grew it, processed it, we looked at it, and it works. Indeed, it lasers where we wanted it to laser. But then there was a second laser in there.
This unintended byproduct could be useful, as Franz explains, simply by making more light and less heat.
Heat is a huge problem with our lasers. The lasers create heat themselves, and then that heat actually turn themselves off by creating more heat. And if you're creating extra photons, then you're not creating heat.
And closer study revealed new physics. That is, the second laser was operating in a way that had never been seen or described before. One thing this discovery demonstrates is how rich the interplay between practical engineering and basic physics research can be.
You set out to make something, you engineer, and you have a very clear picture of where you're going. And so the trick in making discoveries is to keep an open mind, keep an open eye, and to be willing to step out of your written down path and go off the beaten track and be surprised what you'll find.
Patrick Regan, NJN News, Princeton.